Guys, it's been a long day, and after a long day, what do I want to do? I want to curl up with a nice glass of Madonna. I was gonna go to bed, it's literally midnight, and then I was like, but I could watch another live performance from Madonna instead. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I am going to be going into my emails that you guys have sent me of Madonna's live performances and selecting a couple to react to right here, right now, in real time. I received many emails with live performances from Madonna that you guys want me to check out. Apparently pretty high quality versions of the songs, hopefully mainly singing live performances. You know, I'm not a huge fan of lip syncing, obviously, not to say I won't cover them, but you know, I like the live vocals, okay? Sue me. So I'm just gonna be going in here and I'm gonna be reading straight from the mouths of babes, okay? So we're gonna be starting with a lovely person named John who emailed me. He said, "Hi Beth, I love watching your vids. Gives me time to rest my brain after doing a corporate grind all day. Here are some of my favorite Madonna performances I think you'd like. Have your pick of the song. All truly 100% live. I can't wait to see what you think of Madam X." Oh, so this was a while ago. This was back in August. It's fine. I have my life together 100%. I can't wait to see what you think of Madam X. It's so weird, but oh so good. And honestly, John, you get me. You get my vibe. It is weird. It is good. I like it. That's my opinion on Madam X. But here we have some live performances that he has graciously sent me. And I'm going to be randomly selecting one. Let's do Bad Girl, live from Saturday Night Live. Really excited for this one because I do love the song Bad Girl, and also SNL, I just feel like has really good performances because it's very intimate and you can really see the vocals shine. You can really see a more intimate view of the performer. So let's do it. We'll do Bad Girl and we'll do Fever from SNL. I believe they were both from 1993. This video was actually posted by the verified Madonna account. So I would believe and assume that this is the most high quality version of the performance that exists. It is very blurry. Am I gonna appreciate the performance when it's this blurry? That's my question. She's been sucked up by a black hole once again. All we can see is her face and neck. She is completely shrouded in the darkness, which does kind of give you the impression like she's a bad girl. She's secretive. She's mysterious. I don't know. I'm on the brink of a mental breakdown right now because there's something so honest and so authentic about this performance. Just the delivery of it, her stature, you know, the way she's standing, the way she's presenting herself. It's very like vulnerable, very authentic, very honest. And something about that is just really getting me in my feels right now. It's just hitting me. Like, it's very human the way she sings it. It's so refreshing.
What happens now? I know I don't deserve you. I wonder how I'm ever gonna hurt you. Can't bring myself to let you go.
Yes.
I don't wanna cause you any pain, but I love you just the same, and you'll always be my baby. In my heart, I know we've come apart, and I don't know where to start. What can I do? I don't wanna feel blue. Bad girl, drunk by six, kissing some kind of stranger's lips. Smoke too many cigarettes today. I'm not happy when I act this way. I'm not happy this way.
She kind of opens up, goes into those lower tones, as I've seen in other of her performances. She's just vibing. She's me, for real. I'm gonna say she looks a little bit sad, and I don't know if that's just because she's kind of in the mode of singing and like, you know, doing a serious performance, or if there's something else like going on in her personal life that is affecting her emotions. But like, she just doesn't seem very happy and fun and like upbeat, and that's totally fine. Like, it's maybe just a more serious performance, but just something I'm noticing. We have two opposite vibes going on. She's like, and I'm like, let's go.
I don't wanna cause you any pain, but I love you just the same, and you'll always be my baby. In my heart, I know we've come apart, and I don't know where to start. What can I do? I don't wanna feel blue. Bad girl, drunk by six, kissing someone else's lips. Smoke too many cigarettes today. I'm not happy when I act this way. Bad girl, drunk by six, smoke too many cigarettes today. I'm not happy when I act this way. I'm not happy this way. I'm not happy this way. I'm not happy when I act this way. Bad girl, drunk by six, kissing some kind of stranger's lips. I'm not happy this way. I'm not happy this way.
It's so satisfying when she goes up to those notes and like you can see the passion coming forth. She grips the microphone, like you can tell she enters that zone. That is like my favorite thing about this performance, amongst everything else, to be honest.
Kissing some kind of stranger's lips.
Production just hits live for this track in particular. I've never been so happy in my life. Wait, what just happened? Sorry. Shut up. I'm crying. I'm fully crying right now. I don't know why that performance fucked me up so much. I literally was like expecting it to be so low quality that it was going to be really hard to connect with the performance. Because usually when I click on a performance and it's such low quality, it makes it harder to connect with the emotions. But something about that performance just connected so much to me. I think just the fact that it was such a human performance. You know, she wasn't in performer mode as much. She was kind of just in human mode. She was giving us a very honest, very raw, very authentic performance. And that makes the emotions come through all the more. You know, it's very fun to watch the performances where she is this caricature of herself or where she's in the big clothing. Like, that's perfectly fine and fun. But this was such a different side from the last two performances that I just covered. And I don't know, like seeing that kind of more human side of her just really got me. I'm like, I never cry while watching live performances. I don't do that very often. It's very rare that I cry while listening to music in general. So I genuinely don't know why, like, her music gets me kind of to this more emotional place. And I know a lot of you guys relate to this experience, so it's not me saying that I'm, like, so different and quirky, but it's just, like, I don't know why her music affects me this way, why her live performances are, like, doing this to me. Like, is this normal? But I don't know. I just loved it. Like, it was so beautifully sung as well. Like, her vocals were very strong, in my opinion. They were very similar to the recording from what I can remember, and everything was on point. Like, there were a couple notes that I was like, okay, I can tell it's live. Like, it's not a robot singing, but it was so beautiful. It was just so simple, and I think it was so beautiful in its simplicity. So yeah, I was like, wow, I did not expect that performance to be the one that like got me the most of the three we've watched so far. She was like in a black hole. Like, I couldn't see her for half the performance. Harder to see the emotions coming through, harder to see how engaged she is to the music. She did kind of look down, thinking about the erotica album and the time period. I mean, she was potentially getting backlash for this album, right? And for the sex book that she released, and I guess for some things that she did. So it's possible that she was feeling that hurt, feeling that anger, feeling that disappointment during the performance. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just reading into it. This is just my own opinion based on what I've seen in this performance and what I know about the erotica album release. But I will say that I thought erotica was a lot more controversial than it turns out it actually was. According to a lot of your comments, it sounds like it wasn't quite as controversial as I thought. The main thing that was controversial that was she released this book that was like pornographic in nature, and that is what got her a lot of backlash, not necessarily the release of this album. So context, you know, just good to know. Curious about her mental state, like during this album release and during this performance. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the next performance, which is Fever from SNL from the same year, 1993. Again, 3 years before I graced this earth. So I was still cooking. I was not even cooking yet. I was like thawing in the fridge. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's watch Fever. This looks like it's more high quality. Also, thank you. I just want to shout you out, John. Once again, thank you so much for sending me this video. Okay. The black hole. Did she, like, crop her shirt up? Or am I tripping?
Much I love you, never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. Listen to me, baby, hear every word I say. No one can love you the way I do, 'cause they don't know how to love you my way. You give me fever.
Go down to those notes.
Fever when you hold me tight.
Okay, I'm sorry. My camera cut off my reaction to when she said my eyes light up. But that moment was like everything to me. That was literally my favorite part of the performance so far. This little moment right here.
My eyes light up when you call my name, 'cause I know you're gonna treat me right. Oh, bless my soul, I love you.
Bless my soul.
Take this heart away. Take these arms I'll never use, and just believe in what my You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever.
Oh, and she, yeah.
Morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got fever. That is something you should know.
I just gotta say, every time I get to this part of the song, I'm thinking in my mind, everybody's stupid, stupid.
Fever isn't such a new scene. Fever started long ago. You give me fever.
She's so stiff in this performance. I'm just surprised because this is like a dancey disco song. So it's kind of interesting to see her just standing there very confidently, still having a lot of that like star power in her stance. Like I'm still intrigued by the performance, but it's just a different energy, you know. And then finally we're getting a little bit of movement from her. It's interesting to see her, you know, when previously she was just dancing her little booty off. And now, you know, we're seeing kind of this like more demure energy. I feel like maybe she just wants to focus on the vocal performance.
Fever.
The hips are moving.
You give me fever. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever.
Yes.
In the morning and fever all through the night. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. He gave her fever. Sunlight of the daytime. Gave her fever. Sunlight of the daytime. Moonlight of the night. My eyes light up when you call my name.
That line live is my favorite part of this performance. Like the way she just goes up to that so effortlessly, so seamlessly.
No, you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, and fever all through the night. Fever with these kisses, fever when it holds me tight. Everybody's got fever. That is something you should know. Pocahontas had a very mad affair.
I can feel her in real time loosening up as she's performing, getting more cheeky, getting more smiley.
When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare. He gives me fever. With his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, I'm his missus. Daddy, won't you treat him right? Fever, when you kiss them. Fever if you live and learn. Fever, till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn.
And that little look. There's so much in her looks, right? What's the saying? A look is worth 1,000 words or something. John, I owe so much to you, okay? I'm glad that I checked these performances out tonight because something about them just hit me in a new way. Specifically, Bad Girl. I did like her rendition of Fever as well. I mean, hearing her like hit those fever notes, hearing her say, you know, my eyes light up, like those moments were so special. And I definitely thought that was a good performance as well. But Bad Girl just really spoke to me for some reason. I think maybe just the fact that it's a slower song and she was performing it in such a vulnerable, human, laid-back, soft way. With Fever, she did kind of have that somber expression on her face for the first bit. But once she got going, I felt like she kind of loosened up. She got into it. She looked a lot happier toward the end of the performance. But then, ironically, instead of ending on this really playful note, she kind of ended on a somber note. She sang that burn note, and then she like looked very, mysterious and kind of somber. She has so many looks, it's fascinating to watch her perform because you see all the expressions kind of slowly melding and morphing on her face. It's just very interesting to watch. You feel like there's so many multitudes in her expressions. I also am getting the vibe, okay, that she's a very versatile performer. From everything I've seen so far, we have 3 completely different performances. And like, obviously different songs call for different types of performances, but like, I can't even fathom that was the same woman that performed Vogue in that giant dress with all those dancers. It's just not computing fully in my mind. I can tell that she's a very versatile woman, okay? She contains multitudes. And I stand on that. After seeing only 3 performances, I stand on that. Nothing about those performances was what I expected, with it being so subdued and stripped back. Like, that was not what I saw coming after the performances that I just witnessed recently. And the big costumes and the drama and the flair and like making big scenes. This was very understated. Her expressions were more understated. You kind of had to really pay attention to, the expressions on her face as they changed. You really had to like kind of suss her out and figure out what was going on in her mind, because it wasn't flashy, it wasn't showy. There were no gimmicks. Not that there's anything wrong, obviously, with like the more fun performances. Those are just as important and just as enjoyable to watch. But this was not gimmicky. There was no showiness. There was no like, let me get your attention. She wasn't begging for your attention. She was just standing there, and it made you all the more interested in what was going on. I think it was even more captivating at points than the Vogue performance. At least the Bad Girl performance was for me. I felt like I was like latched on to every word she was saying because she wasn't begging me to pay attention. So I was intrigued, right? So that was fascinating. This is a fascinating experience. Fascinating journey to be on. I think the fact that she was kind of submerged in black for the start of the performances also made me kind of pay more attention. Like, oh, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna sound like? It makes you kind of wait on her every word because you don't have anything else to look at. There's no distractions. And she sounded so damn good on both tracks. And this is why, again, I think we've established, at least in my little community here, we have established Madonna can sing. She may not be, hitting runs and vocal arpeggios or whatever the hell they're called every 5 seconds, but that doesn't mean she can't sing. And there's something so endearing about a person who can sing, but isn't like trying to be braggy with the vocals. Because at times, like I love Mariah Carey's vocals, and I love Adele's vocals, but sometimes it can just be too much, and you're more in the mood for a low-key performance. And so there's nothing wrong with the fact that she can't, do all the things that they can with their voices. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. I think she's so talented vocally. She sounded so clear. She sounded so soft. It was just a pleasure, It was a pleasure to watch. Second performance, she definitely had a little bit of a sultry vibe going on with her shirt pulled up, and she was like getting into it. She was snapping. That was fun, It was fun to see those little moments of her kind of coming out. It was different though than I would expect a performance. But you guys did tell me she always performs the song differently than she did on the album. You did tell me that, and I didn't listen. You guys did tell me she will perform the same exact song 10 different ways over the course of her tours, over the course of her live performances. She will reinvent the song as she goes, and that is amazing. That is exciting because it means, if I react to multiple versions of the same thing, it could be a completely different experience. So that makes me really excited. And it's just more fun for the listener, for the viewer, to see a different rendition. Because something that does get tiring is when an artist releases an album, they choose a single, and that single is the only freaking song that they play on every award show. And they never mix it up and do anything else. And you get so sick of seeing that song performed. So the fact that she's trying to make it more fun for all of us, and more fun probably for herself so she doesn't get sick of singing the same version over and over again is something that I respect and something that makes me excited about going further with her music. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. I feel like I had so many thoughts during that, but I'm trying not to pause as much because people get so mad when I pause. But I don't like to talk over the music, and I don't know, and sometimes I forget what I was thinking about after the fact. But just know that I enjoyed this so much, especially Bad Girl. I must say, Bad Girl was that girl. Yeah. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Okay? This was the funnest video yet, I think. I hope you had fun, because I did. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.